Hi, my name is Pete Blackshaw with Nielsen Digital Strategic Services, and welcome to another Smartcast of the Social Media and Advocacy Roundtable. You've probably read a lot in the news about the FTC guidelines between bloggers, around bloggers and disclosures, and I wanted to just share a few words with you. This is an area that is right in the strike zone of what a lot of our clients are thinking about, trying to figure out, making sure that they don't get tripped up in the wires of confusion around this issue. Essentially, for the first time since 1980, the FTC has revised its guidelines related to the use of endorsements and testimonials. And one of the things they call out is that, quote, bloggers who make an endorsement must disclose that the material connection they share with the seller of the product or service. And there's rumors around fines and other penalties that are out there. I think for now it's pretty much guidelines. The revised guide states that while the decisions will be going to reach on a case-by-case basis, the post of a blogger who receives cash or in-kind payment to review a product is considered an endorsement. Again, this is a very big deal. Now, while most well-run social media programs already include some level of appropriate disclosure, there's no shortage of unscrupulous players out there, or just uninformed players, using practices that run counter to the new FTC guidelines. And with the threat of serious fines, those who look to push the boundaries do so at their own risk. Now, big question for all of you undergoing social media is, what is sufficient disclosure? Now, this has been a big topic with the Word of Mouth Marketing Association. In fact, we recently revised our policy to really focus on the issue of meaningful disclosure. But here's a couple things to think about. Number one, be complete. Explain what was provided to you by the brand. Don't dance in the fuzz. Number two, be in context. Explain the nature of the relationship between yourself and the brand. If the product was free, make sure that is really known. Be yourself. Confirm what you say is in fact truly your opinion, so the consumers that are getting your word of mouth or recommendation are not confused as to what is prompting that recommendation. Other practices that we strongly recommend: be very clear and conspicuous. Number two, site badges can be very effective in disclosing material relationships. Think about seals or some other type of insignia, pledge to the WOMA code, for example. And then marketers and brands should be responsible for monitoring what's being said about bloggers that you're working with. So again, stay very, very tuned into the conversation. It's a lot easier said than done. I mean, Twitter, for example, is complicated. It's only 140 characters, and that doesn't leave a lot of room for disclosure. I mean, most privacy disclosures are several pages long, and Twitter only allows you to say half a sentence. So how do you deal with that? I mean, you may want to experiment. When I blog and I mention things about Nielsen that I pull from the Nielsen Wire, I will often say, disclosure, or DISC, I work for Nielsen. And yes, the policy guidelines are not focusing on employees, but it might give us all a little practice if we think about how do we make it clear when we're basically just promoting our company brand and the like. So again, I would say overall, read the guidelines, read the conversation around the guidelines. Keep in mind that a lot of detractors or activists may take this to give them a lot more currency to, hold brands to a very high standard. I would err on the side of conservatism, but most importantly, have a conversation about this topic. If we can help in any way, let us know. We'll organize a couple Smartcasts on the topic, take a look at the WOMA guidelines, tune into some of their events, but most importantly, stay informed. We're here to keep you smart. My name is Pete Blackshaw with Nielsen Digital Strategic Services. Thanks for tuning in.